Jitin Kumar Ramanand. Shab Gupta gets an extended run as well. Saad Bagad, Sagar Parmar, Shah Rukh Khan, Vinayak Shukla, the captain for today. And of course, Yashas GL will continue for the Royal Oman Stallions. Winning the toss and electing to bat, certainly want to put runs on board. It's been a very, very slow sort of a day in terms of the wicket, with not many runs being scored. However, we did see a cliffhanger of a match previously, which was match number 38, where the Renaissance Challengers tied with the IAS Invincibles, and around 180 runs were scored. Right then, match number 39, and Hasnain Ali Shah on the mark straight away, works towards the onside, mix up, a shy at the stumps, and Usama Akil will want to be watchful. Communication is key. Jayan Vikrama, on the other hand, on the non-striker's end, and he was certainly a goner. Picked up, flicked off his pads. Only going to be a single, and along with this opening partnership, my opening partner in the commentary box, Numan Chaudhary.
Thank you, Amin. Last match of the night here at the Oman Cricket Academy, where MAJEES Titans are up against Royal Oman Stallions. Osama Akil and Gayan, the two opening batters. You've rightly mentioned, Amin, about runs are not coming. Just has been a dry sort of a night here at the Oman Cricket Academy. 90 odd being scored and 90 odd being defended.
Well, I believe it's all about playing on the front foot, because the ball is keeping low. And there is that occasional extra bit of bounce. However, there is no pace on such deliveries. So you would always want to back yourself on playing on the front foot. Playing on the back foot is probably not the best of the ways to get off the mark.
But again, these are youngsters, and this is a learning curve for them. When you are facing a bowler of Hasnain Ali Shah's caliber, who's somewhere around 133-34 kph, the ball hurries on to you. So it just becomes like sort of an experience and a learning stuff for you as well while facing an express fast bowler. Some players get out of that, they become mentally strong, the other player failed to do so.
Loose delivery from Hasnain Ali Shah. He got a break last evening in terms of the playing 11. Otherwise, a top performer in this army of blue, the Royal Oman Stallions. He's been a workhorse for them, bowling key overs, contributing a little bit with the bat as well whenever it comes down to it. Away swing on offer, and still the ball keeping a tad bit low and slow. 4 balls into this over, only 3 runs. This is where pressure will mount. Yes, they do know that it's a slow pitch. However, there is still value for shots available.
And I believe also it's about how you create your angles as to how you operate against a fast bowler, where you see the gap, where you place the ball, where you time the ball. So it's just about the skill set of the batter, how you operate against the extra pace.
Full delivery, negotiated well, and runs in hard to get that quick single. Gets a shy at the stumps, but then that run will be completed. Good stuff here. Good cricket all around.
I mean, considering the number of matches we have seen tonight here at the Oman Cricket Academy, the number of runs that have scored, what kind of total do you think would be safe? I mean, I can understand in the shortest format, no total would be considered safe, but something that you fancy your bowlers can defend.
Wide delivery. So it's going to be an extended spell here for Hasnain Ali Shah. And yes, of course, if you can manage to keep your extras under control, anything over 80 runs or 85 runs does seem to be a good total. Look at that, trying the slower one or a back of hand delivery, trying something fancy because they know that they've got the scope to improve Hasnain Ali Shah. This is the phase in which they would want to try out new things, try out new combinations, enjoy their cricket. Because well and truly, more often than not, they'll be featuring in that big final. Final ball of the over ends it in a very quiet manner. Only 5 runs in this. Majees Titans 5 for no loss after 1. Rafiullah will share the new ball. Usama Akil, otherwise a very decent striker of the ball, has had a ho-hum sort of a tournament. Big shot. Wow, just missing the fielder. Hasnain Ali Shah. In the air for a fair bit amount of time. Landed right in front of him.
Rafiullah operated with the new ball yesterday as well. I've seen him pitching it up every now and then, letting the ball do the magic. Let's see what type of lengths, what type of line would he be bowling tonight here at the Oman Cricket Academy.
Ooh, some away swing here. Bending his back, Rafiullah. And that was a quick delivery as well. However, you have to note there is still a little bit of low bounce away up. Have a look at that again. Certainly bent his back, put in all his energy into that delivery. Got the swing, but they could not get the bounce. Just goes to show the nature of the surface, and most of the captains who came up at the toss after that first game noticed it. Quite over so far. Dot balls, and that's not going to worry Captain Vinayak Shukla tonight.
I mean, coming back to the point of the reasonable totals on this sort of a surface, since it's a used wicket, and we have seen in the last game as well that it's slightly too paced, balls not coming onto the bat that easily. Outside edge, flies out to the third fielder. Not a good fielding effort there by Yashas GL. He's put in a dive before reaching the ball. Welcome boundary there to start the proceeding for Muscat, for the Majees Titans.
Yes, of course, Majees Titans bring in fan code boundary number 486, and they'll take it. They'll welcome runs in any form, especially on the surface that they're playing with. Runs are hard to come by, so you would need to certainly work hard to get full value of the shots that you play. Rafiullah, on the other hand, I feel is bowling too hard. He's bowling too fast. He will have to use a little bit of trickery. This time much better, angling into the batter, hitting that hard length, not giving him any room to swing the bat. Five runs of the over so far. Coming back to your question, of course, anything around that 80-run mark and then put in a good bowling performance. Bowl them. Rafiullah running in hard once again, was a full delivery and swinging into the right-handed batter. Strikes and strikes well for the Royal Oman Stallions.
Yeah, he's been trying to pitch it up. This was again a pitched up low full toss. Absolutely no feet movement. Poor selection of shot. Struck in his crease. Trying to reach out to the ball. 5 for Gayan. It's 10 for 1 Majees Titans.
So the slower bowlers into action. Sagar Parmar gets the ball in hand. Keeps it away from the right-hander. Tad bit too short. He'll have to correct that immediately. Possibly try and pitch it up a little bit and give a little bit of air. What would happen is you could test the wicket for some purchase. The bounce is not available. Perhaps turn, maybe, to assist you.
You're absolutely right. We have seen in the last over, although Rafiullah is a faster bowler, he was pitching it up. He was trying to pitch it up, at least extract something out of that new ball, out of the surface. Sagar Parmar has been impressive in this tournament. Vishwa Vijayaratna, the new batter in.
They've had a very quiet tournament. Majees Titans still searching and searching hard for some more wins, some more points in order to make an impression, in order to make a statement. Oh, this is much better from Sagar Parmar. Angling into the right-hander. And he's certainly getting that awkward bounce in certain areas. In certain areas, it's keeping low. That will always keep the batters in two minds. Charging down the track. This time gets some good bat onto it. Only going to be a single, but he'll feel good about getting it right in the middle of the bat.
So far a decent over by Sagar. On the other hand, it's going to be Vishwa Vijayaratna facing Sagar Parmar, the left-arm orthodox spinner against a left-handed batter. Fielder out at long on, cow corner and deep backward square leg. Is going to target the leg side region. Will find the fielder at deep backward square leg.
Good start here for Sagar Parmar. Just 4 runs. He'll want good start here from Sagar Parmar. He'll want to finish well. Just one more delivery remaining. And as and when the dot balls come by, as and when the scoring gets tough, you would see that the batters get a little bit itchy and raring to go, get a few runs under their belt. Thumbs towards the onside. Again, it's going to be an easy single. No trouble for the Majees Titans in rotating strike. And what a good over Sagar Parmar has delivered first up. 5 runs from it. Majees Titans 15 for the loss of 1 wicket after 3. It's been a day for the bowlers who are a little bit tardy in pace. Jitan Kumar Ramanandi can be quite a handful on this surface. Angling the ball into the right-hander, coming in from over the wicket, left arm over. Only a single. Again, it's just about that adjustment. The bowlers can measure the conditions. Take measure of the conditions, get familiar and bowl accordingly. And once you do that, the rest can be done by the batter, and that's to hold out, because runs are not easy to come other than rotating strike. Charging down the wicket, plays, goes for the aerial shot, just bounces short of Naseem Khushi.
I mean, there has a lot of talks about the word intent in cricket. Showing aggression. So how do you take that? Is it necessary for a batter to always show intent and always try to go after the bowler? Picked up on the onside, the timing was not there. So is it just about the intent, the word intent? The batter always try to go, come down, dances down the track to the bowler, show the intent, or is it have something to do with your shot selection, with your timing, with your placement, and mindfully reading the game?
Yeah, well, rightly put. Now, what I assume intent means is the shot selection and playing with responsibility. Now, the openers can certainly show intent by going for some attacking shots, especially early on in the power plays. Just like that. This one's nice and handsome, and he's going to get 6 for it. And this is what you mean by intent. Vishwa Vijayaratne with a straight bat and a lofted shot. No chance of any fielder being involved in it because this was aerial.
Yeah, this is what you call playing on merit. That's for sure. Straight down the ground, straight bat. Always a safe option. Slow delivery. Will find the fielder at long on.
Coming back to intent, of course, the openers need to show intent by playing a few aggressive shots, by making use of the power play. And if you do that, if you show that willingness to clear the infield, that's what you call intent for openers. Whereas when it comes to the middle orders, it's about showing responsibility and staying on the wicket, rotating strike. Big shot. It's high in the air, only to be pouched by Rafiullah. And this is where intent can go wrong, because Usama Keel holds out at the most inopportune moment.
One shot too many. They have already got a 6 of this over. Should have played in the outfield to get a couple of runs, but no. He tried to fancy his chances, and out goes Osama Akil for 8 of 12. It's 25 for 2.
Well, it's the new batter in. However, he's going to be on the non-strikers end, Abdul Rauf. And now he'll get on strike. Sagar Parmar awarded another over to complete his spell, courtesy some decent economical bowling in the first one. And once again, coming back to intent, once it comes to the middle orders, it's all about showing aggression at the right time. Finishers come into picture. You wouldn't want a finisher playing 3 dot balls and just that one boundary. You would want him to keep rotating strike and then punish those odd balls, odd bad balls that come in front of you. And that is what intent means for me.
नसीम भाई वॉच रफी तेरा हाय हाय बहुत आला रफी
Rafiullah stopping the ball. You're absolutely right about the careful intent, but again, where is the risk factor in that? I mean, the risk factor have to be there. It has to be there. I mean, it is something that makes you a bigger batter. That you know how and where to take those risks. The modern day cricket, the intent, and especially the baseball thing, it has always been about the risk. Greater the risk, greater the reward, they say. They have seen England scoring around 500 and 546 against Pakistan on the first day of a test match in Rawalpindi. I was fortunate to be there, and they were going attack right from the ball one. So the risk factor was involved, and you just can't take the risk out of the equation.
Absolutely can't put that better myself. Definitions keep changing of the way cricket is played. And of course, as we talk about intent, Vishwa Vijayaratne, who did show some intent a couple of balls ago, has to now head back to the pavilion, trying to show some more of it. Cow corner will pouch that wonderfully. Safe hands, Naseem Kushi as well. Not going to drop those. Heading back to the pavilion, Vishwa Vijayaratne, 12 of 8 deliveries as Majees Titans are 29 for 3. Last ball of the over. From the halfway stage. And it's going to be Faizan. And he is probably the pick of the batters for the Majees Titans, scoring on regular basis. Sagar Parmar has had a dream spell. The first over going for just 5 runs, and now he's picked up a wicket to his name as well. And all he'll have for himself is just a single being taken. All eyes on the umpire, but I think he's going to signal that safe. No, he's not. He's still going to go to the TV umpire. Risky single. And just when you thought we were done at the halfway stage of the innings, there is some bit of decision making to do for the TV umpires. Have a look at that. Collects the ball. And he's affected that run out. All eyes on the signal, and green it is, which makes sure that Majees Titans do not have any more damage done. Sagar Parmar ends his 2-over spell really well. 1 for 10 for the young man. 30 for 3 after 5, Majees Titans. And along with that, there's going to be a change in voices as well. Pranav Mehta and Mudassir.
Majees Titans wouldn't have got the start that they would have wanted. 30 for the loss of 3. And alongside me, it's going to be Mudassir, the experienced Mudassir.
Thank you, Pranav. 30 for the loss of 3. Opting to bat first after winning the toss. Scorecard not looking good for Majees Titans. In comes Yashash GL for the first time in this game.
Pulled towards mid-wicket. It has all looked so very simple for Royal Oman Stallions this tournament. They've been that kind of a side, not just a power-packed 11, but a power-packed bench strength as well. They tried their bench strength and I was shocked to see the number of quality players that they're resting.
Indeed, they have very strong bench strength and they have tested their bench strength few times in this tournament and they came out blazing guns.
This is a wicket that Yasha's GL will like. The ball, if you can hold on to the ball near the good length area, there's a little bit of purchase, especially if you can hit the seam onto the grass.
Yes, the key will be that good length area for Yashash GL. Anything pitching full, then it will be easy for Abdul Rauf. Sticking to that good length area, he might create a problem for Abdul Rauf.
Missing in line, airing in line, Yasha's GL. This is one of his friendly wickets. He just needs to bowl to perfection on a wicket like this. Because if he's not succeeding here, there's nothing else that he'll succeed on.
All you need is accuracy, especially on this surface. Just make sure to bowl at the right area and you'll be rewarded.
A little bit too full. And as a process, Hasnain will have an opportunity to come into the camera.
Pranav, is always good to see in the absence of some senior players, few youngsters performing quite well. We are coming live from Oman Cricket Academy, Muscat, Oman. The likes of Mujibur Ali, he's in brilliant form. Hasnain Ali Shah, another fast bowler, safe hands in the field. He has impressed me a lot.
Well fielded, at short fine. Should have been a single in my opinion.
Yes, they should have gone for that single, but off the block, Abdul Rauf was never interested. 6 teams, pick 2 players from each team. Who do you think they have performed really well or they have impressed everyone? We'll start with Majees Titans.
Sliding down the leg side, it's given as out. Faizan Abdullah walks. And this is a characteristic of a man who is a self-believer. Abdul Rauf applauding the action. This is a spirit of moment cricket.
Oh, 10 out of 10 for the batter. And good to see the senior partner applauding him, not waiting for that umpire decision. This is why we love Oman D10 powered by Fan Code. Faizan Abdullah manages couple of runs, 33 for the loss of 4.
Right arm over, 1 to go.
Spirit of cricket is what we talk about, and that's exactly what is displayed by Faizan Abdullah. Captain Ubaidullah walks to the middle, and he will start off with a single. Over number 6 done, 34 for the loss of 4, Majees Titans.
जल्दी आएंगे ऋषभ ऋषभ कवर्स 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 ऋषभ कवर्स हसनैन बस ऋषभ कवर्स रहना चल बग्गर डालना एक दो बॉल चल शाबाश शाबाश यार
Ubaidullah, captain, needs to perform. And in comes Saad Baggar. Coming back to your question, for me, Majees Titans, it's been a season for them to forget. I really feel that probably, yet if I have to pick two people, it has to be Faizan Abdullah. In the first half of the tournament, he was the player to watch out for, getting runs every now and then. And in the second half, the batter in the center, Abdurrauf. Look at the reactions. Look at the reactions of everybody immediately walking. Spirit of cricket is what we talk about, and applause from the non-striker. That struck clean. Has it been taken? He's claiming it at the moment. Naseem Khushi, the man with the gloves on most occasions behind the stumps, has taken a blinder, I believe, here.
The wicket keeper, Naseem Khushi, safe hands, waiting for that confirmation. And Naseem claims that catch. We are not going upstairs. Mujahid Surwe thinks he has got him cleanly at the boundary rope. Full swing of the blade, and look at Naseem Khushi.
Brilliantly taken by Naseem Khushi. Abdul Rauf is going to be walking back 3 or 5 for him, as he's got because of a brilliance at long on.
Towards you. Madam, over 3 balls to come.
Shafiq Jan walks to the middle. Saad Baggar, the man who likes to flight the ball, has been a mystery spinner here. This one's up in the air as well. A fielder will be interested. Believe it's the likes of Yashas GL, and he spilled it.
Dafa News Tournament 6 is number 351. And off the mark in style, the Pathan power of Shafiq Jan wanted to go towards the deep mid-wicket region, bottom edge, and half hit. And look at that. No chance for the fielder.
Tonked. As many as 1 runs for that. Yashas GL will cover it up. What are your thoughts on Majees Titans? We'll come back to that. Probably this ball, because there's a ball to go.
Clearly they are missing a leader who can guide them. We all know in Oman it's a transformation period for most of the teams. Risk comes into play, a single. We'll have this conversation in the next over. 7 overs done, 43 for the loss of 5.
Brother, bowler ready, bowler ready, bowler ready. Quick. Ubida. Kada kaya naman na din na balik yung bundi shot ka. Ha? Mahal mo din na wali ka na. Ubida. Dan mo sa tayo naman.
Yashas GL will still have the ball in his hand and he'll continue to bowl from the Oman tail end. This is that kind of a wicket which actually supports Yashas GL because of that punch of grass that is there at the good length area. If he can stick there, it can be so good for him.
All he needs to do is hit that right area set by Pranav and bowl on that seam. Let the ball do the talking here. Going at 6 runs per over. Majees Titans half of the side back in the hut.
Well kept, very well kept. There's a mix-up. Direct hit and it was curtains. Curtains for Shafiq Jan. Yes, no, yes, no. And could have been out.
Caught wrong-footed, but look at that. Great reflexes coming from Vinayak Shukla. Yes and no, needed a better throw from Vinayak Shukla, but full mark should be given to the wicket keeper. The way he stopped that ball. Excellent. Captain leading from the front.
They need runs here, maximum. He's delivered it. It's come from the meat of the bat. And this is going to be travelling. Might not have got the center of the bat, might not be the middle of the bat, but the power of Shafiq Jan has come here at the Oman Cricket Academy and he's dominating.
A second maximum power unleashed by Shafiq Jan. Just slight error. Pitching up to Shafiq Jan. And look at that. He was deep in the crease. What a hit. Enormous hit coming from the blade of Shafiq Jan. 50 comes up for Majees Titans with that maximum.
Yasha's erring in line, not on this occasion. This has gone straight up. Deep square leg or not. The power of Shafiq Jan making it count. Yasha's GL is very mediocre here.
Back-to-back maximums. One more time, deep in the crease and enjoying that pace offered by Yasha's GL is Shafiq Jan. What a connection. No chance for the deep square leg fielder. And all of a sudden, that current run rate jumping up to 8.
I'm not sure about the players who have been impressing, but if you're talking about players who are disappointing, two players that I can point out. One is Pradeep Airy. There is no two thoughts. There is nobody in the world who is going to disagree to that for Renaissance Challenges. And their second name has to be Yashas GL. Disappointing in a team like Royal Oman Stallions, leaking runs. And that's the reason for fallen confidence. This is the pressure game where he's failing.
The two maximum from Shafiq Jan. And straight away the bowler is under pressure. Now he's looking to run away from Shafiq Jan. As a bowler, you need to understand. It's a green top here in Oman Cricket Academy. Bowl that good length channel. And now is there a chance for the fielder at long on. Just dropping short of Saad Bagar. Not helping the cause of the team. But runs what matter for Shafiq Jan and Muscat Thunderers.
Poor effort from Saad Bagar. Should have got underneath the ball. The ball was in the air for a very long time. But Yasha's GL, he's earned on line, earned in length. Just need to get something. When you're a professional cricketer, you have to get something right. He's been taken over from Gubra Giants. Slower delivery, driven through the covers once again. It's a merry for the Majees Titans. They would love Yash's yell bowling another 2 overs for them because they are taking him apart. Another boundary at will.
Look at the drive, change of pace, playing away from the body, but in the process, keeping it away from that cover field. What an over for Majees Titans. They were in a bit of bother, but then this big over came from SSGL. 8 overs done, 62 for the loss of 5.
Floating power play indicated by umpire Mujahid Survey. It's one of the final opportunities for Majees Titans to impress because 70-75, probably AC will not trouble Royal Oman Stallions. They bat deep. Can he make it count? Because it's going to be Hasnain bowling. He's one of those tricky customers, and that's the reason the pressure is so high on Yash's GL. He was in his comfort zone when he was playing for the franchise previous year. Bouncer.
A good start to the over. Quickly changing his line and length, hitting the deck hard. Sometimes when you get a chance to play for big teams such as Royal Oman Stallions, it's a complete pressure. You, as a player, you need to know how to handle that pressure. He started that over brilliantly, but all of a sudden went wayward.
Inside edge, just wide of the fielder at fine leg. This is good stuff. It will work in favor of Majees Titans. They need runs and they need runs anyhow. It doesn't matter. 488 tournament fours in the process.
Doesn't get it where he wants it. Nevertheless, he will take those 4 runs. Shafiq Jan inside edge towards that fine leg region. 4 runs and more runs for Majees Titans. What a knock he's playing. Already played a blinder a couple of nights ago, which won him the Player of the Match award. Shafiq Jan. He needs to strike. Hasnain, very economical. What matters at the wicket column for Hasnain?
Across the line. Nobody in the deep. This is working in favor of Majees Titans because Shafiq Jan has come to the middle and he's come in a different kind of a mood today. Very good deliveries have been taken apart. And Yash's GL will take a sigh of relief here.
Good to see Shafiq Jan getting those runs. Showing some great intent out there in the middle. Relentless tonight is Shafiq Jan. So back-to-back boundaries. 70 Majees Titans for the loss of 5. He's having a good time out there in the middle. Can we expect a cutter here from Hasnain? He tried that bumper, then outside off stump. Back off length. Just falling behind the batter, and good to see a good contest between these two players, Shafiq Jan and Hasnain. And this is how you express yourself. Nothing to lose, as throughout the day we have discussed. Good to see Shafiq Jan and coming out and straight away getting off the mark with that maximum. Couple of maximums and couple of boundaries so far for Shafiq Jan.
Nine runs of the first 4 deliveries and finally a dot ball. Ubaidullah.
I think as a batting side, still you'll be happy that you have got 9 against Hasnain Ali Shah. who has been unstoppable throughout this tournament when it comes to bowling in the floating power play or even in the regular power play overs. So getting 9, you should be happy as a batting side.
Pulled, pulled well. Make it 13. Can you make it 13? It will be 13. Because the brilliance of Rafiullah cannot stop it at deep mid wicket. This is some very good batting from Majees Titans when it matters the most. 9 overs done.
What a fight back. Back off hand delivery, well read. And a big gap between long on and deep square leg. Exploiting that gap quite well is Ubaidullah. Valiant effort coming from Rafiullah. Nevertheless, 4 runs to end the over number 9. Majees Titans 75 for the loss of 5.
Shafiq Jan, 29 of 9. Need a maximum here. Jitin Kumar Ramanandi earning a line on this occasion will be a wide.
A good contest between bat and ball. Shafiq Jan. All of a sudden, the momentum shifting in favor of Majees Titans thanks to Shafiq Jan. What a knock. He's playing for his team. Known for his bowling skills, but now getting those quick runs.
Full toss and protection in the deep. Jitin Kumar Ramanandi, one of those premium left-arm pacers for Royal Oman Stallions. Coming back to my point of Yash's GL. In 10 games, he's conceded at an economy of 12.5, picked up 4 wickets. And that's my reason for my concern.
This last season I have seen him playing for Gubra Giants. He performed quite well. Just a single played straight towards the Karan Sonavle. And sometimes, as said earlier, as a player you take that extra pressure, you want to perform well because this is a side where you have almost every player. They are the match winners, and all of a sudden you come and join a team like Royal Oman Stallions and you want to perform for the team, and in the process what happens, you leak runs. Loud appeal and easy decision. And known for bowling those Yorkers, Jitin Kumar Ramanandi in the block hole, playing across the line. What a knock. Shafiq Jan's knock comes to an end.
You miss, I hit. And that's exactly what has happened. Jitin Kumar Ramanandi, very, very good bowler. Known for bowling in the death. And he's got the wicket of Shafiq Jan, who scored a differential 30 of 11 deliveries. 3 maximums and 2 boundaries in the process. Majees Titans in the hunt. 78 for the loss of 6 with 3 balls to spare.
So in comes Narayana. If he can work on his pace, he can be lethal, Jitin Kumar Ramanandi, because at this level, yes, He's performed quite well, but we wish one day he will represent Oman side. And at the top level, if he can increase his pace, he will be more lethal, and he can be an asset for the national side.
He plays on his ranges, right in the block hole. And Ubaidullah is not going to be taking a single. He would want to finish with the maximum here. The captain, Ubaidullah. Where Jitin Kumar Ramanandi excels is his control, accuracy, and the range. His slow, between the slower delivery and the fastest delivery. I believe it should be around 30. Dancing down the track, heaved. It's just going to be a single. They're going to be pushing for the second. And it's going to be missed. They're going to be pushing for the third as well. Comedy of errors. And finally, Ubaidullah is going to be run out on the third run.
So, couple of runs in the first innings. And look at that running from Narayana, putting that extra pressure on the captain. Not a good throw. Then it was never a chance for the third. But a good comeback by Majees Titans to post 81 for the loss of 7 in their allotted 10 overs. Thanks to Shafiq Jan. What a brilliant knock we have witnessed from an all-rounder of Majees Titans. They started off really well. The bowlers of Royal Oman Stallions kept things tight. But once Shafiq Jan came out there in the middle, it was a completely different story. Osama, Gyan, Vishwa, even the likes of Rauf and Faizan failing with the bat. It was Ubaidullah's 15 and Shafiq Jan's 30, which helped them to recover and post a good total on board. 81 what they managed in their allotted 10.
Royal Oman Stallions generally very good with the ball. Wickets for almost everyone. Rafiullah gets a wicket. Sagar Parmar gets a wicket. Jitin Kumar Ramanandi gets 2. He's been the pick of the bowlers. 2 for 16 for him. Saad Bagar gets a wicket, but one man who continues to be expensive, Yashas GL, gets a wicket but leaks 23 runs in the process. 5 extras is something they wouldn't mind in this format.
Not an ideal start for them, winning the toss and opting to bat first. Speech of delivery from Rafi, then Jatin came to bowl the second over. Straight away got a breakthrough. At this point of time, flurry of wickets going down, and all of a sudden they were on the back foot. Even the likes of Vishwa trying to get that maximum. Good catch taken in the deep. Yashash GL got better of Faizan. True sportsman spirit shown by Faizan. And one more wicket going down. At this stage they were 35 for the loss of 5. Then came in Shafiq Jan.
He was in the mood. Shafiq Jan, the very first delivery, was tonked for a maximum, and he continued to impress. Took Yashas GL apart with those maximums flowing with freedom. Hasnain came in the over that mattered the most. He leaked runs as well. And that's where Jitin Kumar Ramanandi got the leg before wicket of Shafiq Jan for a breather. And finally, they're trying to get every possible single run to their account. A little bit of a misfield here and there, and they were rushing for the third. And that's where, on the third run, Ubaidullah was run out. It does not matter, because runs are already on the board by Majees Titans, as many as 82, 81. And 82 is what Royal Oman Stallions require in their allocated 10 at the rate of 8.2. We'll take a short breather. On the other side, it's going to be the chase. Welcome back after a short break. And what a match are we witnessing here. MAJEES Titans taking on the champion Royal Oman Stallions side. And the only reason I say that is with the points table positioning. They batted first, MAJEES Titans. Osama going back to the hut for 8. Gayan for 5. Vishwa for 12. Ro for 3. Faizan for 2. And that's where they would believe that achieving 60 would have been difficult. But then Ubaid and Shafiq had different plans. 15 for Ubaidullah, 30 for Shafiq. As they have amassed a massive 81. That's a good total on this wicket. And they've created a real chance for themselves.
Right then, the Royal Oman Stallions with the ball have been impressive, but then they certainly wouldn't like the way they closed the innings, because Jitan Kumar Ramanandi with those 2 wickets and 16 was probably the pick of the bowlers. Rafiullah at top of the innings, and one would wonder why he didn't bowl that second over. Sagar Parmar, 2 overs, 1 for 10, and Yashas GL as well as Saad Bagad both got a wicket each. And then it was just that 2 overs by Yashas GL which went above 10 runs and over. And this is somewhere Royal Oman Stallions might want to improve, and that's closing the innings. They require 82 runs to win of 10 overs and outwalk 2 batters here, 2 young batters. One the captain, the other a youngster.
Persisting with giving opportunities to young lad Rishabh Gupta. He's a young sensation here in Oman, coming from the ranks of Oman under 19. He's a big run getter in the junior category, but this is a different format, this is a different league, and he would want to portray his talent.
On the other hand, Vinayak Shukla, the captain, and he will be on strike taking the first ball. He's had a decent tournament. However, it's that strike rate that he would be really proud of, striking better than most, nearly 80% of the batters in this tournament. 177 with a best score of 67. I think he can say he's had a pretty good tournament for himself. On the other hand, Shafiq Jan with the ball in hand loves to bowl hard, loves to bowl the hard overs. 9 wickets to him in 12 games. That average as well as the economy is something he would want to improve upon.
He would be pumped, wouldn't he? With the way he batted, he would want to make a big difference in this game. Will come in with a big heart, wearing it on a sleeve. Should be in the mood, has to be in the mood. Will be in the mood, Shafiq Jan. 30 of 11, and now with the ball. Happy to be guiding it to third is Vinayak Shukla at the moment. Realizes this is a different kind of a wicket, and you need to apply yourself in.
Absolutely. Now, Rishabh Gupta had a forgettable outing last night. However, now he'll look to make amends. He'll look to change facts and figures from here onwards, get off to a positive start, get his eye in. Plenty of deliveries remaining in this innings, and he's got that opportunity to open as well. He'll be facing the likes of Shafiq Jan, who look to bowl into the left-hander, try and trap him with that swing on offer. A second slip in position for Rishabh Gupta. Nearly squares him up, but it's going to be some soothing runs here for him. First runs on the board, off the mark straight away. Both the Royal Oman Stallions as well as the 2 openers, Vinayak Shukla and Rishabh Gupta.
Love the accuracy of Shafiq Jan at the moment. He's been hitting that good length area, realizing he spent some time in the middle with the bat. And that's where he's been so effective as at the moment. Although he's against the quality of Vinayak Shukla, he can be so lethal. A little bit of and he can pounce on it. Once again in the good length area, it's in the air, and this one will be held on. It's Manik Yusuf, and what an incredible catch is that from Manik Yusuf here.
Well, the Majees Titans have been searching for some sort of inspirational stuff here. In the last game, of course, there was that freak last ball mishap, but now in this game, it's Yusuf Manik holding on, juggling, and then holding it back, safe and secure to to dismiss Vinayak Shukla. Shafiq Jan strikes first blood. Royal Oman Stallions 2 for 1.
Karan Sonavle, another batter in form, 281 runs in this tournament. Strike rate very impressive, just shade below 180 and the best of 73. Shafiq Jam is steaming in. And they have a little bit of a spring in their feet courtesy of that innings from Shafiq Jan.
Absolutely. Have a look at that last wicket. Full delivery. And I think he played that a bit too late, not got off the meat of the bat. It was possibly a wrong shot selection as well instead of going down the ground. And Yusuf Manik makes no mistake. And they'll be really happy about that, the Majees Titans. Charging down the track, thumping, clearing the infield. It's going to be a boundary now for Karan Sonavle, justifying his form all throughout this tournament.
It was well predetermined, dancing down the track, realizing that Shafiq Jan is looking to make the most of that good length area. And he was always trying to get to the reach of the ball, although still playing it on the up. The quality of Karan. He's an incredible batter. Once again in that good length area. Shafiq Jan is enjoying the surface because it has something to offer to the pacers, and he's making the most of it. Wicket and 7 runs for Shafiq Jan. Royal Oman Stallions 7 for the loss of 1.
Over to you. More. Yeah. Middle. Thank you.
Karan Sonavle 5 of 3. Rishabh Gupta 1 of 1. And the man who took that catch is going to be coming in from the Oman LNG side. He has a very interesting field, long on and deep mid wicket. It's a jam pack offside. 2 players inside the circle behind square on the leg. And happy and content to be rotating the strike with a single.
Yeah, good thinking. Yeah. Now Karan Sonavle is a prolific striker of the ball, and on the other end, it's the youngster Rishabh Gupta taking on the likes of the quicker bowlers. Might be tad bit risky. So when the slower bowlers are in operation, it should be Rishabh Gupta who should be given some bit of strike so that he can get off the mark, get a few runs under his belt, gain some experience, and then when the time is right, you can always look to strike big. In the power play, it certainly seems like a good risk to take. Just like that. Beaten and squared up on this occasion. He'll only want to get better at that.
Lucky, very lucky there, Rishabh Gupta. It is only the bounce that would have saved him there because he played all round it, never in control. Yusuf Manik. This is off the edge and the fielder will take it. Osama Akil. The identical celebration. Peace is what he's looking at. And second wicket is down for Royal Oman Stallions. They are looked in a trouble.
Yep, playing the wrong line. And Rishabh Gupta holds out to backward point. Usama makes no mistake. Walking back to the pavilion, Rishabh Gupta, 1 from 3 deliveries only. Royal Oman Stallions off to not such a great start, 8 for 2.
Believe it's the likes of Naseem Khushi who's walked to the middle. The power pack Naseem Khushi walks in at number 4. They've not got the kind of start that they would have wanted. Can Naseem make an impact here? 3 balls in the power play. Won't have an impact on this occasion. Looking for the sweep. They need a boundary here. I mean,
Yes, absolutely. And that's the ask and the requirement of the format, Oman D10. You would want to be looking for power plays more often than not. Big shot, could clear the infield. Yes, he does. Another boundary in a similar sort of fashion that Karan Sonavle got in the previous over. This is good striking.
this is what makes Naseem Khushi so important to the Royal Oman Stallions. First is the reach. Second, he doesn't require that much of a power. Just a little bit of a punch and it's always going to be crossing the circle. And that's what makes him so good. Into the arc, angling into the right-hander, and Naseem Khushi will be happy and content to rotate the strike and hold on to the strike for the next over. 2 overs done. 13 for the loss of 2 Royal Oman Stallions.
Immediately, I believe it's going to be a floating power play as umpire Gopakumar signals, and probably the right ploy, because Shafiq Jan will be brought in to the attack immediately. And what this does is gives Naseem Khushi and Karan Sonavle a familiar sort of a feeling. It's as if nothing has ever happened. Clearing the infield should be easier. Charging down the track, swatting nothing but air, and he gives the appeal. And umpire raises his finger. This is a big strike here. Untimely blow for the Royal Oman Stallions.
It is the spirited Shafiq Jan here. He's got the back of Naseem Khushi, trying to slap it through the kitchen sink at it, but ended up getting only a faint little edge to Rauf, who was happy to accept. Mohammad Naseem disappoints. 5 of 4 for him as he's caught behind. 13 for 3 Royal Oman Stallions and in a bit of bother.
Shah Rukh Khan, the new man in. And he's got to make some use of this batting power play chosen by his team. Naseem Khushi failed and is already back in the hut.
Onto the body, and Shah Rukh Khan will get off the mark with the single to deep to square leg. One thing we are sure about, Shah Rukh Khan's family is a big Bollywood fan.
That's the last wicket. Swatting and swatting hard. And all he could manage was that faint edge. And that was more than enough for Shafiq Jan and the MAJEES Titans to believe in themselves. 14 for 3 is where the Royal Oman Stallions find themselves at the moment. Shafiq Jan has a lot of deliveries remaining in this. So he'll still want to keep his concentration high.
Happy to be bowling back of length. But this is towards the quality of Karan Sonavle, who is always going to be cutting it while being in control. 493 tournament boundaries as this one's cut towards square.
Yes, that was a decent cut shot. Judged the length well. Got into a brilliant position on top of the ball. And make sure that there was no fielder. They played it in the gap. The power play also aiding in process. Aiding Karan Sonavle in adding a little bit of change in the field. Now long on drops back to the fence.
In the block hole, happy and content to be rotating the strike, Karan Sonavle. He's the man in form. The way he cut that one in front of square, that's what makes him really special. Shah Rukh Khan will have a serious role to play here. Hasn't been in the mix of things, has struggled to get runs. Can he make an impact here? Especially against the likes of Shafiq Jan, who's steaming in.
Ooh, that was some ball here. And one for the over straight away. Umpire Gopakumar. So pretty good change up out of nowhere. And a very effective one as of that against the new batter.
What a delivery. What a delivery. Targeting the temple of the left-handed batter. The perfect bouncer. What an incredible delivery from Shafiq Jan. No room whatsoever for the left-handed Shah Rukh Khan.
"19 for 3. Once again, there has been a change in the field. This time around, long gone drops for the left-hander. Square leg comes in. Tries to tickle it down leg. Straying. Shafiq Jan will get a wide to his name. He'll have to bowl one more additional ball. It's already turned out to be quite eventful with a wicket and a boundary to his name.
Can he finish off? Can he finish off in style? 30 odd with the bat. 2 wickets to his name. A certain man of the match contender. If MAJEES Titans can pull off a heist here.
Absolutely. A couple of wickets, some important runs, as many as 30 if I'm not mistaken. Shafiq Jan turning the heat on. Brilliant delivery. Once again looks to appeal. Umpire Gopakumar this time gives a stern look and says, not out. Ends the third over, ends the floating power play. The Royal Oman Stallions are 20 for 3.
चलो गाइस घूमो घूमो भाई टाइम बचाओ टाइम बचाओ
Yusuf Manik will come in from the Oman LNG end. Dancing down the track, Karan Sonavle has been undone here. What a wicket in the context of this game. Believe it or not, 4 wickets down. And Royal Oman Stallions are in a lot of trouble here.
Reeling under pressure, and especially it's the kinds of impact that Yusuf Manik has. And it's going to be a massive impact on the match as well. Coming down the track to Yusuf Manik, not a wise decision, especially when your team is looking to get some runs on board. 20 for 4 is where they find themselves as Karan Sonavle walks for 11 of 7 deliveries, a couple of 4s to his name as well.
Rafiullah will come into the middle. He's that kind of a player. On his day, he can be a slaughterhouse. He can melt any quality attack into molten. And on other days, it could be very different. Slow. And a quick single. There's a directed. This is going to be interesting as well. What is happening here?
Well, jittery start here for Rafiullah. And it's going to go down to the TV umpire. Can this turn out to be a turning point in this game? Have a look at that. Yes, it certainly did touch his hands. This is going to be touch and go. I think this is touch and go here. Rafiullah dragging in the bat, makes that last ditch effort. The lights are on the signal here, and the third umpire has shown the red light to Rafiullah, who will walk back on duck. What a turn of events here. What a twist in the tail. Rafiullah goes for 0 as the Royal Oman Stallions are 20 for 5. Jitan Kumar Ramanandi makes his way, and he's going to be on the non-strikers end courtesy That run out that was affected on the non-strikers end, and what a big wicket that was. Rafiullah, who has the ability to turn the match on its head on any given day, especially on days when he's feeling good. He had a good day with the ball and just makes you want to think how important that run out is. Yusuf Manik takes a wonderful catch and then certainly does some bit of smart fielding, affects a run out. Big shout. This could be close. Coming around the wicket to the left-hander. And that's going to be difficult to get it given out.
Probably pitching outside the leg stump. That's what could have saved Shah Rukh Khan there. It's angle. Oh yes, pitching outside the leg stump. Probably a couple of stumps outside the leg stump, and that's what went in favor for the batter. All said and done, gets off strike with a leg by. Similar situations for both the sides. Losing early, half their side early. But who can be that kind of a player? Shafiq Jan for Royal Oman Stallions.
Yes, I guess that's the difference here. And already Royal Oman Stallions with 5 down have come to that stage where they need that sort of an innings where you just need to be tearing apart bowlers, hitting them to all parts of the ground. Already 4 overs now after this. That's a very risky shot given the circumstances. Royal Oman Stallions are at the moment. It's going to be only a single.
It's a mouth-watering situation for Shah Rukh Khan here. It's that kind of an opportunity where he can end up as a hero. He might not have had the tournament in his favor, but an innings here, an innings of value, can make the team look at him very differently. Dancing down the track, will be happy to rotate the strike at the moment. So just 2 runs of that over and that prize wicket. Royal Oman Stallions 23 for the loss of 5 at the end of 4. It's trouble times, trouble times. Vinayak Shukla, Rishabh, Karan Sonavle, Naseem Khushi and Rafiullah. All 5 are back in the hut. And if you're a Royal Oman Stallions, you'll have your hopes high on Shah Rukh Khan and Jatin Kumar Ramanandi, who are in the middle. Not a lot of batting to follow. Yash's GL can battle a bit. Hasnain can swing a long ball as well. But a lot of this depends on these 2 batters, 2 left-handers. Jatin Kumar Ramanandi, we know he's one of those premium players for Royal Oman Stallions, and alongside him it's Shah Rukh Khan.
Introduced into the attack is the impressive Aryan Bisht, left-hander, and another left-hander on the non-strikers end, and that would mean Aryan Bisht has been tactically introduced. And what a time for him to come in with the Royal Oman Stallions reeling under pressure with 5 wickets down.
How would you like to term Aryan Bisht as off-spinner? Because on most occasions he's looking to fire the arm ball, the ball that comes into the arc of the left-hander, trying to implicate the ball, probably the leg before. And that's where he's been so difficult to play for most of the teams.
For me, Aryan Bisht is just that rising upcoming talent, regardless of whatever style he bowls, whatever nature of the delivery he puts in. It's about stepping up to the plate and performing. He certainly knows his trade. Yes, darting one into the left-hander. A little bit of mix-up here. Royal Oman Stallions are really reeling under pressure, and that's when you see all those miscommunications happen, those run-out chances being created.
The last thing that they want is, it's a worried dugout at the moment. No two thoughts about that. The last thing they want is a run out here. Once again, angling into the left-hander. Jitin Kumar Ramanandi is not interested. They almost had a mix-up on the previous delivery. They were about to clash each other. And very lucky there.
Just a couple of balls remaining, only one run. Yes, in the air. Again, it's just a single. So with every passing delivery, the sense of urgency between these two batters will start to grow. 26 for 5. This is not the position they would want to be. Look at that current run rate of under 5.5 and the required run rate twice the amount.
Happy to be rotating. Will finish it off with a single. The second was never in place. 5 overs done. 27 for the loss of 5. And Royal Oman Stallions are in a lot of trouble here.
Quick. Change in bowling.
Ubaidullah has been brought in the attack. Ten wickets in 13 matches. 27 for 5 at the end of 5 overs. Cuts and cuts well. Jitin Kumar starts the over with a boundary, releasing the pressure with an offer outside off, and is lashed onto that one. He is not going to give up easily.
Oh, majestic. Manipulating the field here. What an excellent shot. Throughout this tournament, we have seen some enormous hitting, but this has been one of the best. Beautiful timing and placement from Jitin Kumar Ramanandi. Half of the side back in the head, still long way to go. 51 needed. And 29 deliveries. It's like contagious disease sitting next to Noman Chaudhary. I'm forgetting my maths.
Talking about maths, talking about school. Slow delivery, good comeback. Very good comeback. As someone who is a keen observer and a keen follower of the game, it's so good to see after conceding a boundary, bowler changes his length, varies his pace. That goes to show that you are present in the game. You know that if the batter has a plan to attack you, you have a plan to counter that as well.
And top of that, good to see Jitin Kumar Ramanandi sensibly rotating the strike, taking that single. So overall, good piece of cricket, and rightly pointed out by you, Ubaidullah, the captain of this side, quickly changing his line and length. The variations are very key, especially on this surface.
Playing away from the body, this has been called wide by umpire Mujahid. 4 of 9, Shah Rukh Khan. He needs to take a move on here. Ubaidullah pleading with the umpire.
With that angle, close call. Ball just moving a bit. In the air. Running hard for the first run. Is there a chance for the second? No chance for the second run. Shafiq Jan quickly comes into play. Good match we are witnessing, Noman. All of a sudden, in the first innings, they were 35 for the loss of 5. Then came in Shafiq Jan, got that brilliant 30 odd runs. They posted 81. The second innings, the top order has been dismantled by the fast bowlers and the spinner of MAJEES Titans. An incredible performance.
And the game's still not over. That's the beauty of this format. Despite of losing 5 wickets, they still have Jitin Kumar and Shah Rukh in the middle. On the offside, gets a single. This is what happens once you get a boundary of the first ball of the over. It gives you the leverage that you can rotate the strike during the middle phase of the over. And as a bowler, it's something that puts you under pressure.
There's always a good sign for the batting team whenever they get that early boundary in the over, then manipulate the fielding by taking those singles and doubles, and all of a sudden you get those 9-10 runs in that over. So far 8 of 4 deliveries in this over. So 2 left-handers. What are the options for Ubaidullah?
Wide Yorker, outside off with deep backward point and deep extra cover on the fence. That might well be the option. On the other hand, he can go with a leg side oriented field, pitching it slightly short, asking the batter to pull on the onside. So these are certain areas where he can provoke the batter to play the shot. Last delivery of the over, 46 of 25. Where is Jitin Kumar going to deposit this one? Steps out towards the sweeper cover. Single concludes the over. 6 done. It's 37 for 5.
Hello, Azmat. Don't come. They didn't ask. Hello, Azmat. Don't come without asking. No, they didn't ask. दोनों ही है. Ubaid, good over, Ubaid. उबैद थोड़ा खुल जाओ थोड़ा. सही है. आजा आर्यन आजा.
11.25 is the required run rate. Onto the pads.
कीपर.
They can bowl couple of tight overs and get 1 or 2 wickets. There will be a tough road for Royal Oman Stallions tonight. They are a bit relaxed because they know they are into the final of the
शाबारी सोच के ओए चलो ठीक है ओए वेल डन एक्सीलेंट उसामा एक्सीलेंट उसामा क्या उसामा निकल गया था नीचे रो ए बच्चे होल्ड ऑन वेट सर्कल पे व्हाटएवर क्यों चीखने से आउट होंगे? चीखते रहिए, फील्डिंग नहीं करेंगे।
So due to some technical issues, some technical glitch, we had a break, a breather. Now we are back with 42 required of 20 deliveries. The match will continue from the point it was left. So we're back here at the Oman Cricket Academy. 82 is the target. Shah Rukh Khan and Jitin Kumar Ramanandi in the middle. They are up against the informed Aryan Best. Good delivery, darts at end. What a spell and what an over this has been by Aryan Best. He is the type of customer who has the knack of moving the ball, and it's not easy to hit out against Aryan Best. What an over. Can Jitin Kumar Ramanandi up the ante? This is the last ball. He has to get a boundary somehow. That's a wide. Abdul Rauf did well to stop that. Quicker delivery, trying to dart it into the pads. Umpire Gopa Kumar signals a wide.
Just trying to surprise Jitin Kumar Ramanandi by bowling onto his pads. But couple of runs. Now if he can get a maximum here, he will spoil the figure and the over of Aryan Bish, the youngster. Nicely bowled. What an over. Required run rate creeping up with every ball passing by. 38 needed of 18. 7 overs done. 44 for the loss of 5. .44 for the loss of 5. 7 overs done. Going into the final 3. A partnership stitching between Jitin Kumar Ramanandi and Shah Rukh. 38 needed of 18. Tikshana comes into bowl the first over of the game. A good start, keeping it away from the left-hander.
Well, it would be some sort of a heist for MAJEES Titans if they somehow manage to outplay Royal Oman Stallions. Away from the reach of left-handed Shah Rukh Khan, trying too hard. One hand came off the handle. 8 of 15. He needs to take a move on from this point. Boundaries are required. No timing, no timing once again. We'll find the fielder at long off. Just a single. Singles are not going to hurt MAJEES Titans.
It's turning out to be a game of fine margins now, Noman. 1 or 2 mistakes, it can cost you a game. The bowlers did a pretty good job till now, but still they need to bowl with lots of aggression for the next 16 balls. Oh, what a delivery in the block hole. No chance for Jitin Kumar Ramanandi. A precious dot delivery.
If you have to set the trademark of how to bowl in the death overs, you got to show this delivery. Look at that, right up in the block hole. How do you play that? Down on his knees, Jitin Kumar Ramanandi. Shah Rukh Khan is struggling out there.
He's walking out. Shah Rukh Given a retired hurt, he's walking out. Not a good sign. And in comes blessing in disguise for Royal Oman Stallions. Hasnain Ali Shah. We all know what he can do with the bat as well. A clean striker of the ball. Can we expect change of fortune for Royal Oman Stallion by Hasnain coming in place of Shah Rukh?
Once again outside off, once again in the block hole. Another dot ball. What an over in the context of the game. Bowling in 8th over in a T10 match and going for just 1 run of 4 balls.
Not an easy as a fast bowler, especially keeping in mind it's a clutch moment in the game, bowling those 2 wide Yorkers. A full mark should be given to Tikshana. So persisting with that off-stump line will be the change in the plan. This is the third time, but third time, some luck for Jiten Kumar Ramanandi. A wide has been called. It was wayward delivery.
Now I tell you what, Mudassir, is going to be very interesting from this point on. Have a look at this. Tries to shuffle, but understands and realizes that it was wide outside the line of off stump. Now this is going to be very interesting. Are we going to see Jiten Kumar Ramanandi shuffling outside off, stepping towards that off stump or around that 4th stump channel? Will Tikshana bowl the same line or not? The intense battle is on. He shuffles across, but that's a no ball. How costly is that going to be? Tikshana, first up bowled wide and now it's a no ball.
The smile says it all. Jiten Kumar Ramanandi has an opportunity to go after Tikshana. He bowled couple of brilliant deliveries. The next delivery was a wide. Then this happened. A big no ball. Can we see that pendulum shifting in favor of Royal Oman Stallions with this free hit delivery? An all important delivery in the contest of this game. He needs to strike big. And just a single. Is there a chance for the second run? No chance. Shafiq Jan, the fielder. So the free hit delivery, all they could get is just a single.
Now it's going to be Hasnain Ali Shah taking the strike. Where would he be eyeing to deposit this one? Over mid wicket, over cow corner, over long on. 34 of 13, a boundary is the need of the hour.
Doesn't matter whether he goes towards deep mid wicket, long on, long off, or what it matters is that maximum. They are looking for that maximum from this big man. A big test for Tikshana. Spread field towards the leg side for Hasnain. What a delivery. Excellent stuff. What an over. Going for just 4 runs. A tight over coming in from Tikshana. Still 34 needed. It's 48 for the loss of 5. 8 overs done. "34 of 12. In comes the captain, Ubaidullah. All of a sudden, we can see that energy in the field. This is what happens. How quickly they understand the surface. They got those runs, and it's not easy target, especially keeping in mind the surface helping the fast bowlers. But as a fast bowler, you also need to make sure that you bowl in the right channel. The good thing, they're keeping it away. They're not greedy to get those wickets. They're trying to contain, and bowling those cutters are key as of now.
33 of 11. Trying to connect that one on the onside. They got the first run. They will settle for a single. It's getting tougher and tougher, ball by ball, for the Royal Oman Stallions.
For the first time in this tournament, apart from Yalla Shabab and Muscat Thunderers, it's MAJEES Titans who are testing Royal Oman Stallions' batting lineup. With that single 50 comes up, 32 needed of 10 balls, a crucial over in progress.
That's gone up in the air, over the head of the fielder. Ball races across the fence. Is it going to be the first of many boundaries for Royal Oman Stallions? The game still hanging by a thread. 28 of 9 now.
Oh, how cruel is this game for the fast bowlers. He bowled brilliantly. He was not in command. Doesn't get it where he wants it. But he gets all that important 4 runs for his team. He will take those 4 runs. Now we can see they are tensed. 28 of 9.
Now shuffles across once again. Beats the keeper, beats the fielder at short third. Usama Akil couldn't do any clearance here. Couple of boundaries. The smiles are back. They can believe.
We're talking about this shuffling across, trying to go toward that leg side. Intentions were very clear. A gutsy knock from Jiten Kumar Ramanandi. He's trying his best. So back-to-back boundaries. It means they are back in the hunt. 24 of 8. Ubaidullah going for some runs. So far wicketless. Kumar on 21, and at the other end Hasnain faced a couple of deliveries, a single to his name. Can he get a maximum here? He needs to strike big. Excellent decision. An initial shuffle towards that off stump, and the decision going in favor of the bowling side. Excellent delivery by Ubaidullah.
Once again shuffling across the off stump. This time the length was shortened by Ubaidullah. Going over the leg stump. That's the reason why umpire didn't call it as a wide. Missed it by a whisker. Jiten Kumar, last ball of the over. Trying to hit too hard. Getting the first run quickly. Now they will come back for a second. Slight fumble in the field. It means it's going to be 22 of the last over. What an encounter we have on our hands.
At the right time, the bowlers bowling at the right area. That has been the story so far in this game for MAJEES Titans. And in comes Tikshana, who bowled a brilliant over, going for 4, his first. Running hard for the first run. No chance for the second. Now every ball they need to find a boundary or a maximum. Now it's getting tougher for Jiten Kumar Ramanandi and Royal Oman Stallions.
If there is only one man who could do that, he is the man who would be facing 21 of 5, 10 spaces, 10 spaces. Mohammad Nadeem, the skipper, the real skipper. He's not featuring in this game though. Absolutely chilling at the moment. Happy chap. What a character he is. What a player and what a performer he's been for the Oman national team.
Only 3 fielders. Good to see. Someone has reacted on the field. Full mark should be given to the fielder because you can see there was fine leg, point and cover, and all of a sudden when the bowler was on the mark, the fielder standing in the covers, stopping the game, and they made that correction. So 21 of 5 runs in Tikshana.
Thumbs on the offside. That's a very good shot. The ball races across the long off fence for a boundary. Much needed, much anticipated. 17 of 4 now.
He's not going down easily, Jiten Kumar Ramanandi. He wants to fight for his team. A low full toss, nicely managed. No chance for the fielder at the boundary region. An all-important boundary. 17 needed of 4. All he needs is to bowl 2 dot deliveries here, Tikshana.
Only 2 dot deliveries. And is he going to deliver that or not? On the offside. That's a very good stop. Certainly saved a boundary. That ball was traveling like a tracer bullet.
What a stop by the youngster. Oh, what a dive. Excellent stop. He knows the importance of each and every run here. It's a huge moment for men in yellow boys. They made a comeback in this game after being 35 for the loss of 5 in the first innings.
Heaved that one on the onside. Couldn't make any connection. It just hasn't been that sort of a night for Hasnain Ali Shah. And if we're not going to see any no balls or wide, Majees Titans are through.
Look at that, rolling his fingers. Fox the batter here. Change of pace. It will be a morale boosting win for Majees Titans. The going has been tough throughout this tournament. Just a couple of wins so far. Couple of deliveries, 16. Go straight. All he could get is just a single. What a spell. Remarkable piece of bowling by Tikshana. Bowled that brilliant first over of his spell. The 8th over gave away just 4. And full mark should be given to Ubaidullah. The way he led this side. They were down, but Shafiq Jan, what a knock we have witnessed from that Pathan, getting those quick runs, and now it's just a matter of this last delivery.
Thumb straight down the ground. What an effort it has been from Majees Titans. What an effort it has been from the youngsters of Majees Titans. Tikshana bowling a phenomenal spell. 2 overs, only 12 runs. And they are appealing. They are themselves referring the matter to the third umpire. But the game's over. The story is over.
They fielded extremely well in this second innings. Manik Yusuf took a blinder to get rid of Vinayak Shukla. The ground fielding has been superb. The bowling has been up to the mark. And they know the importance of this win. Youngsters, they're happy the way they performed. And now the ball in the hands of the wicket keeper. Where is Hasnain? A very smart piece of glove work by Abdul Rauf. Where is the bat? Is it grounded? I think for me, he has got his man, but we need to wait for that confirmation because Faizan is standing in between.
Right, then we're still waiting for the umpire's decision here. Look at the way these guys are appealing. The MAJEES Titans fielders. How animated was that appeal? Even the wicketkeeper, he himself referred the matter.
And top of that, Abdul Rauf, the experienced wicketkeeper, was not watching the ball. All of a sudden, Hassan Ali Shah was surprised when he took that ball into his hands. Though they have won the game, but still the drama continues here because and now the bails are off. What are you doing there, Faizan?
What is Manik Yusuf doing there? He's actually posing to hug someone, hug one of his teammates.
Numan, everyone has a clear view. The only person is the umpire who has the trouble. He cannot see what is happening.
Absolutely, you can see Mr. Gopakumar, the umpire, who had a phenomenal evening. We wait for the decision. It is out. It is out. So victory margin has been increased by 1 run for MAJEES Titans. What a phenomenal team effort it has been. Winning the game against one of the table toppers, Royal Oman Stallions.
They need to make a comeback. Though they are at top 2 position in this table. But by this win, MAJEES Titans shown everyone, yes, on your day, you can defeat a team who are having a great tournament, a great run. The men in blue, Royal Oman Stallion, they were shocked by MAJEES Titans, the team at the bottom of the table. Whenever they win, he always makes sure to have an impact on the game. It's Shafiq Jan, batted brilliantly. And let's see how the match transpired. MAJEES Titans, they were in a bit of bother, 30 for the loss of 5 after winning the toss, but then came in Shafiq Jan. An incredible knock, clean hitting 30 of 11. Ubaidullah got 15 crucial runs. Jiten Kumar Nandi, couple of wickets to his name. Rafiullah and Saad Baggad sharing a wicket apiece between them. Royal Oman Stallions, they were never in control. They lost regular wickets. And good to see Manik Yusuf and Shafiq Jan among the wicket. But for me, Tikshana and Ubaidullah bowled quite well, especially in those middle overs. And Jiten Kumar Ramanandi remained unbeaten on 29 of 22. But that wasn't enough tonight. MAJEES Titans winning this game by margin of 13 runs.
Right, then 82 was the target for Royal Oman Stallions. Here's how the innings panned out. Vinayak Shukla starting the inning. That was a phenomenal catch by Manik Yusuf. Karan Sanavle getting over the top and boundary. Manik Yusuf came in, had a phenomenal night. Was among the wickets straight away. Naseem Khushi came in, got a boundary, and then that was Jan Shafiq bowling length delivery outside off. Some runs were scored in the middle overs, but it was just phenomenal bowling and the wicket keeping that halted the progress. This was a run out at the non-strikers and Rafiullah was taken out of the equation. Jiten Kumar Ramanandi and Shah Rukh Khan tried to up the ante at the fag end of the innings, but it was just too late. As the bowlers were phenomenal at the last phase of the innings. This was the last run out, where Hassan Ali Shah was casually running towards the wicketkeeper's end. Abdul Rauf getting the throw in and dislodging the bails. Right then, these are the results for tonight. Yalla Shabab Giants out playing Muscat Thunderers. On the other hand, match tied between Renaissance Challengers and IS Invincibles. And in the last game, it was MAJEES Titans winning by 14 runs. Well, tomorrow we have 3 more games lined up for you. It's Renaissance Challengers. They will be up against Royal OMAN Stallions, then Muscat Thunderers and MAJEES Titans. And in match number 42, it's going to be Yalla Shabab Giants taking on IS Invincibles. So 3 more exciting encounters lined up for you at the OMAN D10 powered by Fan Code on the 19th September. Right then, it's time for us to head down to the post-match presentation ceremony with Pranav Mehta.
What an incredible match we have witnessed here. It was the 3rd game of the day. MAJEES Titans taking on Royal OMAN Stallions, and they are called the Shark Killers. The giant Shark Killers for a reason. MAJEES Titans has clinched this match, and they've clinched this match in some style. Shafiq Jan, the man of the match for today. Shafiq Jan, 30 of 11 deliveries only, and when he came with the ball, 2 overs, 14 runs and 2 wickets. What an incredible performance. Shafiq, congratulations. Sabse pehle, how are you feeling today about this performance? Because when you came in with the bat, your team was in all kinds of pressure.
Bismillah Rahman Rahim. First of all, I want to thank Allah for giving me this opportunity. MAJEES Titan, I want to thank the management for giving me such a good support for me to perform as well. Yes, this is my second man of the match and T10. I am feeling very happy for receiving it.
This was a difficult wicket to bat on because when you came with the ball, you made batting really difficult for the batsmen. So what was your plan while batting and then with the bowling?
The batting plan today, the experience Ajay Lachita told me today you play your game. Previously I used to be lounder, I used to practice in those bases. I used to practice 60, 70 sixes a day, which give me confidence to hit clearly. In the bowling plan, captain had given me a plan today, which ball wicket to wicket and ball to line in. So I have executed it.
Congratulations, Shafiq. You were exceptional today.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
That was Shafiq Jan, the man of the match for today. MAJEES Titans, they are called a giant killer for a reason. That's not it for the tournament. We have lot more action, but not today. Do join us tomorrow with lots more action to Oman D10, powered by Fan Code.